Hi everybody, it's Sue Ellam here, and I'm a tarot reader of 25 years standing, and so that's me. And over to my friend.
Hi, I'm Carrie Beleno, and I am 20 plus years immersed in my intuitive Reiki work. I'm a Reiki master teacher.
So Carrie and I are going to be exploring a question that we've received from interested parties, and Carrie has the questions. I don't know them ahead of time, so over to you, Carrie, for the question.
Okay, this video's question is, how do we find our purpose with everything that's turned upside down?
Okay. I use the Mythic Tarot based on Greek mythology. How do we find our purpose with everything? Okay. It's about starting something new, a new project. And this is about loving yourself a bit more as well. So it's important to continue loving ourselves and only doing things we love. Then our purpose comes to us. Because if we're trying on an intellectual level to find our purpose, then we disconnect with what our purpose is, because it will come from a deeper level than with the head. But we have also, it's got to be something we really love, and this is ongoing contentment and permanence in the realm of the heart. So if you find something that you would do for nothing, you don't want payment for it, that's a guide to what your purpose is. If it's only something you would do if you're paid, then it's more commercial. But if it's something, as said, you would do for nothing, then you're probably on the money. Now here we go. This is a battle with the ego and battle with the emotions. So our life purpose tends to come with quite an emotional content. We'll often get into a place we won't know where we're going, how we're going to get there, how on earth do I achieve this? This is bigger than me. So what can little me do in compared to this massive purpose that I seem to have had landed on my lap? Now this, I liken it to a mountain, and one side of the mountain can be really, really steep, and you just don't know how you're going to get to the top of it. But if you look at it from a different perspective, if you go around the other side of the mountain, you could find it's completely different terrain. It could be sloping up with a nice path and a few benches along the way. So it's really how you look at things. So basically, don't make a meal of it. Don't make it difficult. Don't get into your ego about it as well, because quite often people have a life purpose and they wear it as a badge of honor, so that everybody knows that they have their life purpose and they're somehow special. And that is a dangerous slope as well, because a life purpose is being a bit more humble than that. So don't get into ego and into battles with other people about it either. And then you'll find that it's the end of an era, it's a completion. You've learned your lessons, you've passed all your exams, and it's time to move on. So it's like you've learned an awful lot about this purpose of yours. And so now you're ready to maybe put it into action. You've come out of school now and ready to put it into action, and you realize that you have to let go of things. There's things from your previous, it's like pre-life purpose life. You know, those things will no longer resonate with you. Some of the people that you know will no longer resonate with you. You've gone on to a different path. And that's not saying they're bad people or they've changed, but you've changed. And now other things are important to you, and they're not interested in those things. You came together in a different time and with different set of values, but now you've changed. And this can also stop people with their life purpose as well, because they don't want to change their lives that much, but find that it's really necessary, because then they can reorientate themselves on an inner level, financially as well, because ideally you earn from what you love to do. But this is a stumbling point, and it's not so much about external things, but it's about internal things. You don't want to stop seeing Joe up the road, or Sarah from kind of gym class, but they have no interest in your new kind of life, and maybe they think it's a bit silly, or so it can be into judgment. So you'll fall into, you'll kind of say, oh well, I'm not going to bother. So it's more internally, because your life purpose will come to you. Doesn't matter what situation you're in, your life purpose will come to you, and it's up to you to accept it. And here we have the Emperor. Now the Emperor is about being decisive, about being very clear where your direction is. So when you start off on this path, if I think is it Mission Impossible, if you decide to accept the challenge or something like that, if you decide that, it's important for you to sit down quietly and plan it out in your head. Make sure that you've covered all the bases, that nobody's going to be able to ask you a question and there's a big hole in your belief system or a big hole in your knowledge. And then when you feel you're completely strong on it and there's no turning back, then walk your talk. Tell people about it. Say, if you're on the same path or a similar path, walk beside me, keep me company. I would love that, but don't get in my way, because I'm going there anyway. And that's the cards.
So the second piece of this question, which was how do we find our purpose with everything turned upside down, that turning upside down is actually working in our favor, because what it has done is it's broken down all of the thought processes and all of the structures that those thought processes have created and allow us to feel. And we have been immune to feeling for quite some time, because so many of us have just been on the hamster wheel of the structures. So the upside down part, I would love for you to look at with a new perspective, which is it's working in your favor. And the biggest takeaway from the cards is about the life purpose coming to you emotionally. It is truly time to find what you love, love, love. And if you have to make a list, then make a list. But I don't want you to think through it. I want you to feel through it. And feeling through things has never been something that we've been taught. No one in third grade said to us, well, how do you feel since Johnny stole your pencil? We always do an action and a consequence, and we never really addressed the feelings. And so now it's time to really take a look at the feelings and make your list. What do you love? What are you passionate about? Is it the environment? Is it animals? Is it safety? Is it pets? Is it children? What do you love? And then specifically around those general topics, what is it that you love about them? What would make you stand up and march? Not that marching is something that we need to do, but what would instill or incur that kind of passion in you? And those are the things that your life purpose is connected to. Your thoughts and your ego will come into play once you have determined the thing that you love, or the 2 or 3 things that you love. okay, where can I find those things? What people do I know that are connected to those things? Sue mentioned collaboration and talking about where's a group of people that I can talk about this idea and this passion and this love. How do I join these people together? And that's where your ego or your thoughts can start to be helpful. Once you have determined what it is that you love and what you are passionate about. So the battle between ego and emotion really just needs to become a partnership. The emotion part comes first, and then the ego part can take over and help you cultivate how to initiate or plan your passion. So there you have it.
Yeah, that's really, it's very helpful as well to have a greater insight from a different perspective, a different person on it delves deeper into the cards. I'm enjoying this. So
thank you. We knew that would happen. So
yeah, absolutely, it's meant to be. So anyway, I hope everyone's enjoyed this question. Could you just repeat the question just so people know what they've listened to?
Sure can. How do we find our purpose when everything seems to be turned upside down?
There you go. And I hope we've helped in some way. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. So bye from me.
Bye from me.
Okay. Bye.